Hello everyone, my name is Dragora, and this is not the usual content I make, but as I did a little special about Phantom Sense, I wanna cover up another topic, and that is ERP on VRchat. And after seeing other YouTubers kinda shit talk ERP and say how bad it is and just like the negative stuff, I wanna just say my own little opinion on this topic and go around and ask people what do they think and just make a video out of it. And if you are new here, make sure to subscribe. It helps me out a lot, and also thank you for 1200 subscribers. I'm gonna do a giveaway for 3 games again on 1500. Yeah. Enjoy the video and I hope you have a nice day.
Introduce yourself. You can be like, hi, no, you can just say like, I'm Fra, I'm a dancer and shit. And it looks like I'm holding my dick, but okay, you're like more casual. And I'm here with Fra. Fra, go ahead, introduce yourself.
Hi, yeah, my name is Fra. I tend to be a dancer on VRchat, and I do all sorts of fucking things.
For example, ERP, huh? You naughty little fucker.
It's kind of freestyle dancing, but sometimes erotic dance, and certain things can lead to certain topics.
Yes.
And that's what we're here to talk about.
That's why we are here, because you're the one who ERPs the most from the people I know. Little slut.
Because I don't even ERP that much.
No, yeah, that's true. I don't think you do. I don't think you're the one who ERPs the most. It's gonna be like one of the girls. I don't know. I don't know which one. But
probably.
Yeah, most likely. But so what is ERP? The same way I was talking about Phantom Sense before. Phantom Sense can be applied in a sexual way here, which is the ERP. At least for me, ERP never was like a role play, because it's erotic role play. You can take it as a role playing as someone else, or like as the avatar you are. But I would always do it like as myself, like there's no role play in it. It's just fucking erotic play, let's say. So that's what ERP is for me.
ERP can vary about a lot of things, because it's always down to whatever you prefer kind of thing. Most common ERPs just you have two people interacting with each other because it's a long distance. Like for some people, ERP it is one of the best things that you can actually do, because you can do whatever you want. You can act like however you want. So you can just, however the mood is, you can just do whatever and end up feeling good about it.
I think it's really great for like a long distance relationship, where even when I was like in long distance relationships, having sex over the phone, and if you compare having sex over the phone to ERP here, I think this is way like more personal, and it feels way better, because you can see all the movements of the person if they have full body, or even in VR, you can just see how they move, and it makes it way more alive. So I think it's really good for like relationships also.
The biggest issue that people see with ERP is they look at the ERP differently. They see it as, oh my god, ERP is a bad thing. Well, that's what we're kind of here to talk about, because in fact, ERP isn't bad. Well, it can be, but it doesn't have to be. Because especially if you're in a long distance relationship, let's be real, physical contact isn't really the biggest thing that you're going to have. So with ERP, if you combine it with Phantom Touch, which the girl already talked about, it's pretty much just something that goes into your head. And if you have it, you can feel things. Once you have that combined to ERP, you can just make things work. And you can have the fun that you can't really have if you're like long away from each other.
Yeah, mainly now with COVID.
They fucking are.
That's nice. So we fucking. So what is your opinion on ERP in VRchat?
I turned on a couple mirrors, got blocked by a bunch of people, and now I'm a new user.
It's good. It's finger looking good.
Even like I think, as you said, like people see it as just something weird, and a lot of YouTubers that I've seen also are like, oh, it's so weird, I would never do it and shit. But they see it as like if you were watching like hentai or something, I don't know, like they're just judging it a lot, even though it's just like us people having a sexual like intercourse when we can't. I can't fucking fly to Japan to bang a girl, but here I can, like, like,
Yeah,
come on.
it's possible, but
Yeah.
the easiest way is just to ERP because, well, as I said before, everyone kind of like thinks negative about ERP, but that's not really something that people should, because it can be a good thing, I mean, it is kind of weird if you first think about it, because theoretically, there's no one, and you're interacting with no one. But if you take it to the VR world, you can be there with someone.
Depending on how strong your phantom sense is, it can really like make it feel very real, like extremely real. It can be like very surprising. Like honestly.
Yeah, I can remember the first time as well.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, to me personally, like if people want to do it, like it's completely fine. But whenever you like, there's a bunch of kids that play this game. So whenever you go to like the Great Pug or like the Black Cat or something, and you see people ERPing in front of a mirror, in front of like a bunch of people, like some voyeur type shit, like that is not cool. Like your kids are already getting exposed to enough shit on this game. Like they don't need to see like some people like getting their ding dongs flipped around and whatnot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they don't need to see a grown man pretending to be a cat girl licking another grown man pretending to be a cat girl. If you catch my drift, like that's a little bit past the line for me.
So you don't see it as anything bad as long as it's in private.
As long as it's in private, that is correct.
And for me, first time, it was very surprising because I personally realized how bad my phantom touch is, and now that I go for body tracking, it got even worse. But yeah, it was like you would never think about something like that be so intense, but it actually can turn out that way.
It feels really good with the phantom sense to a point where I rather not watch porn, and I rather just like ERP, because like if you're watching porn, like it has some feeling when you're, doing your thing. With the ERP, and phantom sense, it just feels like twice as good. Like it feels way better. To the point where I know that I rather not watch porn.
You can't really have the feelings with like watching porn, and you can do way more things here. Like you can take your interests and kinks and whatever, you can take them to a whole different level, because here you don't have limits. With porn, for example, you have only a certain amount of videos, a certain amount of actors, time to find something that you like. Let's face it, everyone has their own things. Everyone has their own interests, but finding the thing that you want in that exact moment is very hard. But with ERP, if you got someone that wants to do it with you, you can just take everything out. You can just try things that you would have never thought of. Some people, I don't know, like to be yelled at. You could experience that first time while ERPing, and it's like, hey, I didn't even know that was a thing, but apparently I'm into it.
Yeah, like you can't really have someone in the porn like yelling at you your name and shit. Like if you believe and trust the person, I mean you can just like tell them any kinks. Like I had people tell me like crazy stuff, here, like I wanna try this, and I'm like, whoa, okay, sure, like why not? Because we're friends and it's fun, and like I don't think there is anything negative about it.
It can be.
I mean, of course, don't overdo it. Just like anything else, That's the same with anything.
If you just basic ERPing. So basic ERPing for me means like you just have sex with someone. There is no, I'm going to try to hit you in VR and you're going to feel it, because that's taking it to a different level. Some people are into it, and that's fine, because ERP is all about experiencing things that you would have never done before or thought about it. But it can be very nice, and it can connect people on a different level that you could have never imagined. Because let's face it, if you meet someone in real life, you would never think, hey, that person is really into that. But here, everyone's in their private space. Everyone's in I feel safe here. Because everyone is in their room. Everyone is in a house, apartment, whatever. you're gonna get a different person. And that's the cool thing about ERP.
Yeah, you said that nicely.
Well, first of all, I believe ERP is very important and then a gift. It's a gift to
Yeah, I can agree
humanity.
with
I believe it is a gift to humanity.
I know a fair few people who have been baited so hard to buy some bill. I was like, you don't know who this person is behind the behind the screen.
Yeah, behind the
VR
yeah.
headset.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you can
It's like,
never
you
tell.
don't
You
know
can
their
never
age either.
tell. You can never tell if they are actually male or female. You can't really.
Right.
Like even if they send you their Facebook page and stuff, it could be fake. It could be not theirs. You know.
Exactly.
You can. So you never know what you're actually dealing with.
So I know people who've like got who've like their voice sounds so deep and they sound like about 25 odd, and the 12 someone went, oh yeah, I'm like 16 or 17. I'm like, you what? I'm like, I don't even have that lower voice, and you're telling me you have got a lower voice than me? Nah. I'm so it's like, well, I have to unfriend you now.
Just I know it connected me with the people that I ERP'd with. Like it really like helps, you know, connect with them a lot. And mainly like if you have a relationship with someone and you can't really do it, I think like, you know, you can't really see each other. Your country is just closed and they are not accepting anyone. Like that's the problem with America now. Or with Canada, and just if you can see each other, it makes it like so much more better because it bonds you. You have your relationship, and you still have like the sexual element in your relationship, in a whole different level than
exactly.
just calling and doing it in a call. You know?
I mean, to be honest, everyone that has done like sex over phone,
Yeah.
if they try VR, they will be surprised because
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, it's just some people think that phantom touch is a rare thing, but in reality, it just comes down to how your mind acts because it's everything in your head. Obviously, you can't
Yeah.
really feel it. So your head, so your mind or your brain or whatever, how you want to say it, it tells you, hey, this person's doing this. Let's say, I don't know, you meet someone and they live in America, you live in the UK, you don't really have the money or like the time to just fly over, stay there for a week or two, which still can be nice. But VR just gives you this possibility. I can do it kind of whenever I want, whenever it just works for both of them.
Females really love this shit. They love the ERP. They do. But they're very picky about who they want to do it with, though. Like, they're really picky. They want to know who you are.
I like how
They wanna know,
the female
your real
up there
life
agrees.
pictures,
We got
you know.
female
They want
improvement.
to know that, you know, if some way, somehow, you could meet up in real life, you would probably do this person. Like, that's what these girls want to know. They want to know that they're actually halfway attracted to you in real life, you know? They want to see your pictures, you know?
I like how you talk about it.
Also, there's also no consequences either.
There is emotional consequences.
Yeah.
There's not a physical
Right.
like sickness or getting an STD or you're not gonna have any
But, like,
STD stoops.
right,
But
right.
You
No
could have some
diseases.
emotional. You could totally have some emotional attachment to someone, and then they ghost
Yeah.
you.
Okay, well, next one is how to ERP.
It comes down to what equipment do you have? Do you have a VR? Do you have full body tracking? Like the both of us. If you have full body tracking, for example, it can be very immersive because, well, let's face it, if someone lays down like this and you can ERP this way, you feel it way more than having half body and having a normal sitting animation.
Yeah.
That way, you can get people to just fully be able to interact with you. Because, yeah, let's face it, if you're half body and your body has to sit like this, you can't really. We can still
Yeah.
feel it, but
You can
the
still
more
have
immersive
hands and
way
stuff.
is definitely full body tracking.
Yeah, for sure. I just want to add, I keep fucking looking like I'm touching my dick. To the equipment, I wanted to add that you can either have VR. I mean, you can still do it on desktop. You know, if one has VR, other one, you can kind of do it. You know, it still works. With the equipment, you can either be on VR, like half body, or full body. And if you want to really take it to another level, and I've seen people do it, and I bet it's really good, you can, there are flashlights and like dildos that you can connect to each other. So let's say,
Oh yeah, the love ends. So yeah.
yeah. Let's say like my avatar, I can edit it in Unity and there's a thing that has dynamic bones or like dynamic feature for, let's say, my PP, and if I activate it and the other person activates it, it literally works like a magnet and it just goes to wherever you want.
You're talking about
Either-
DPS.
Yeah, either to your hands, between the boobs, wherever, like wherever you want. And in this case, if you have the Lavins, is it? Yeah, you can just connect
Lavins,
it. Yeah, you can connect it to your Steam VR, right? It works with Steam VR. I've seen it like connected to it.
I'm not too sure if it works through Steam VR, but Lovins is a very interesting thing because you can get a flashlight and the girl, well, depends, your partner or the person you just interact with.
Yeah.
You have one way and the other way. So theoretically, the guy has a flashlight and, well, don't really have to explain it, you use it. And
You don't have to.
the things that you do
going
to
on
it
YouTube
get
for Anand
sent to
Pornhub,
the other
okay?
way.
We still have to take it.
But something very interesting, and especially that helps with ERP, is what you talked about, which is TPS, Dynamic Penetration System.
Yeah.
It gives that little, way more immersive feeling, because if someone interacts with something you have on your body,
Yeah.
it's like, whoa, this is a new world.
Yeah, because it just doesn't go through. Like, normally you would go through it, the same way I go through my leg. But this way, it just literally sticks and stays there. And that makes it really like way more immersive, way different and everything. So yeah. Another question is where to ERP? And I would just say, don't do it in public, please. And that's it.
Yeah.
Do it wherever you want.
There is, as you said, not public. Please, for the love of God, do not do it in public.
Yeah.
There are some freaky people that do in public because they like having an audience.
Yep. And they get
problem
banned.
with VRchat's rules, exactly. You can get banned for nudity in public lobbies. Whatever you do in private lobbies, that's up to you. And there's also different rules to certain clubs, but just don't do it in public.
clubs,
You wouldn't do it in
is-
public either. You wouldn't just start interacting with someone in real life, just straight at the fucking, I don't know, like train station. You
I mean,
wouldn't do that.
someone
Don't-
would.
Don't do it here.
What? No,
True.
okay.
There are some people that do it, but just don't do it.
It's trash. It's bad. It's bad
Why?
thing.
Bad ping?
Because yeah, popping.
You have what?
No, I said it's a bad thing
Why do you think that?
because the real life exists. So do in real life and think it's better in real life than do in VRchat.
Of course it's better. But what if you can't see each other because they're very far?
I don't know. Just don't do that. I don't know.
Just don't do it if they're too far.
Yeah, don't do it.
Okay, okay. Oh wait, I'm actually wondering. Okay, did you ever ERP? You have VR. You did?
He had.
And what do you think about it? What do you think about ERP? Talk. What do you think about ERP, Kay?
It's a mama does.
The worst thing about VRchat's community and how people look at it is, I've seen it in multiple videos of multiple YouTubers that are kind of big. They always mention ERP as the dark side of VRchat. Like, you don't need to put it as...
So you having sex
This
with
is
your
some sort of
girlfriend is the dark
violence.
side of your life, huh?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, people need to understand ERP isn't a bad thing. It always comes down to how you act with it and what you do with that. But just in general, the idea ERP, it's not a bad thing. It's just a way of connecting to someone that you can't physically be that with.
If you talk about types of ERP, I would just say that it is for me. For me, it's for me it would be just like I would put it in two types. Like you can ERP, where you really ERP, like erotic roleplay with the avatar that you make your own character. You know, like you. I mean, I've been seeing people ERP on like text games or like RPG games, like World of Warcraft, for example. That is ERP, where you just make your own fucking thing. I was never into that shit, but the second type would be just doing it with yourself. Seeing yourself as yourself and not just like making a character. Because literally, like I had girls ERP with me. Like I think just one said it, but like a girl ERP'd with me, and I'm like, like we ERP'd, and she's like, no. I'm like, what do you mean? And she's like, no, that's not ERP. I'm like, what is ERP for you then? And she said, well, we weren't really role playing anything. We just fucked. And I'm like,
what's ERP though?
Yeah. I'm like, okay. What do you want to role play? Am I the plumber or like? Do I get stuck? You fuck me in the ass? like what? What? But like some people, they think you have to roleplay something. You have to like roleplay, like, oh no, step bro, I'm stuck. But no, it's just this. I would say it's this. But I would still put it like in the category, like in the types, like either you really roleplay or you just fuck. Just fuck.
Well, I haven't ERP, but I've gone to like clubs and shit. I've danced. I've been danced on, stuff like that. And in my opinion, it's just people who find it stupid. Why the fuck do you care? Like, why would you care? It's the same thing as if you're homophobic. Why do you care that that person is getting it up the ass? Like, it's not going up your ass. You like it, you like it. If you like it, you like it. If you don't like it, you ignore it. You don't do it. Yeah.
That's a good opinion.
Me personally, I wouldn't ERP, but I don't have anything against ERP.
Do you have any funny stories from ERP? Anything funny that's worth mentioning? I mean, you can think about it, and in the meantime, I can say mine.
Sure.
Bro, but okay. Well, there's this thing like I ERP'd, then got off. And I commented on it, like I sent a message on Discord. I was saying something about it, like, hey, it was nice, blah, blah, blah. I just mentioned some things that happened during the ERP. And then I went to sleep. I don't know what happened, but in the morning I was looking at some videos on YouTube, and I wanted to share the video in my Discord server. Join my Discord server or else. I went into the YouTube links, I clicked copy the link on YouTube, and it's like copied to the clipboard. I'm like, okay. I go on Discord, and I just paste it, and I send it immediately, and it just sends the whole message of me talking about the ERP session. And I'm like, fuck. So I deleted it, and I'm like, what if someone fucking has the thing where he can see the log and deleted stuff? So I just deleted the whole channel. I deleted the whole the text channel, the whole section. So, if you want some spicy messages by Clumsy Dragora, make sure to join the Discord server. Yeah.
I don't really have a lot of funny stories about it. I was just going way too hard at it, and I don't know. I couldn't walk for like 2 hours.
What?
I was just like I couldn't feel my legs. I just couldn't feel my legs. They were just. I was just like. I couldn't move for 2 hours, and I didn't know what the fuck was wrong. And I was almost about to question if I'm okay. And yeah, so after like a good 2 hours, I was fine with it. Then my body calmed down. Yeah.
One girl, she put down her controllers, and as she was going up and down, she kept jumping with her ass. So she was just there like this, and she just kept, and I kept laughing. I'm like, well, you're jumping, and she kept going, and she just kept jumping. It was funny. So that's about it. You can have fun with it. You can have funny stories from it, but don't share them. I wouldn't ever share this. I never told anyone until now, so no. But yeah, it can be fun. Like it can be fun. It's just sex.
I think it's a great way of being intimate with someone if you can't like meet them in real life.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know like a bunch of people that end up dating people here, and since they live like far away from each other, then they can they can just do it in here.
Some people have phantom touch, so you can actually feel it. And
Yeah, true.
there's
Yeah.
like long distance relationships. You can't meet because of COVID. You can't meet because of financial costs. Whatever it is, you can just do it in VRchat. Like,
Oh, and
cares?
also, not everyone like knows how to like maybe make the first move in real life, or like go up to someone they like, or have sex, or whatever. And then they find it easier through like an avatar in a video game.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Why are you so scared about your opinion? All you've said so
Yeah.
far is
All you're
very
saying is
understandable.
good.
The first question is, do you ERP? Of course. Yes. Should I say the names of the people? I think they're gonna laugh at it, so yeah. So J Bella was asking if I ERP. Then we have Lost It. Lost It is a really cool girl. She does YouTube also. Live demonstration.
I mean,
I have
we
only
could
Fra here.
do that, but not on YouTube.
Okay, never mind.
If you join the Discord server, we could
If you
maybe
join,
work something out.
oh, if you join the Discord server, we can think of something. You know, we can.
We'll do a meetup.
Just a fucking mosh pit of. Okay, wait. Craft, sir. Okay, Craft. My question is, why does this server not have a dedicated ERP not safe for work tag yet? I mean, we do have not safe for work memes, but I don't want any porn in my Discord server. So I think that's why.
I mean, that could be worked out though. I will be doing some editing in the Discord server. They just don't see that channel.
Sure, let's try that. Okay, Craft, you get your... You fucking pervert. Neko ACS. ASMR ERP when? I have a really good mic for ASMR. I could try that. I'm gonna try it and let you know, Neko.
I'll just have to use my other mic.
Or did he mean like with me? Neko ACS? The big YouTuber? 6,000 something subscribers? Huh? Oh my god. I mean, I'm flattered. I'll fuck him just for the subscribers. If you give me a shout out, I'll bang you. I'll fucking rail you down if you give me a shout out. Okay. Okay. I think that's it. I think that's all. If it gets more than 10k views, I'm gonna buy you pizza.
Wait, so you're not paying me before? This wasn't what I signed up though.
No. Okay. I'm gonna buy you pizza if it gets 5k. I think it's gonna have more though.
Only 5? Okay.
What do you mean only 5k? What the fuck, bro? I did Phantom Sense and it had like...